Here's what you've missed on Jason vs. Wild.
Get this, Bear Grylls, survivor extraordinaire, is looking for a sidekick right here. And I'm ready to prove that right now.
To be an assistant to Bear Grylls, you have to be humble.
I can be the most humble person the world has ever seen! No, I don't know where I am. Where did I go? Bear Grylls, help me!
After freaking out a little bit.
Ah!
Okay, after freaking out a lot, I decided to calm down and regroup.
You know the problem with thinking you're the second greatest survivalist the world has ever known? Is that there's no room for humility.
But for me to sell this story to Bear Grylls, people have to know how I got out here and why I should be his sidekick.
Jason, weren't we supposed to stop for gas a while ago? You can't make it from Disneyland back home on one tank of gas.
Oh, sure we can. Don't worry. We passed the last gas station like 10 miles ago. But we're almost back in town. We'll make it. Shoot.
Out of gas. The phone is dead. That rules out calling anyone.
What are we gonna do?
I knew what to do.
Jason? Jason! Jason! Our home is that way!
It's okay. This is a shortcut.
Well, just retrace your steps if you get lost!
Psh, I'm not gonna get lost.
When you're out in the wild, it's important to take an inventory of what you're afraid of. If I'm going to be a survivalist, my fear of insects, animals, spiders, and snakes would have to be overcome. But I'm also afraid of big lizards, coyotes, snakes, Gila monsters, heights, actual monsters. Don't forget snakes, wolves, in a pack and out of a pack, the dark, black widows, clowns, trees, snakes, tarantulas, tree stumps that snakes could come out of, spiders, falling from great distances, weird-looking cloud cover, snakes, roller coasters, people who dress up in suits, various forms of spiders, basketball players, short people, vultures, holes that big snakes could come out of, javelinas, babies, baby snakes, and spiders. Did I mention snakes?
As I walked along, trying to keep an eye out for spiders and snakes, I kept thinking to myself, they're more scared of you than you are of them.
All right, so I found a whole nest of scorpions right over there. I'm gonna get close to them and check them out, cause I gotta beat this. Hi.
But the truth is, they're not more scared of me than I am of them.
Never mind.
Not even a little bit. In fact, there is no possible way that any insect or animal could be more scared of me than I am of them. But I knew I had to make peace with my enemy. I knew that to overcome my fear, I would have to take it head on.
Being out here, it makes me realize that I have to find a snake and make peace with it. To be a peacemaker. You know, that reminds me of Elisha. When the king of Aram surrounded Elisha's house, Elisha's servant freaked out. He was like, "Ah, we're all gonna die!" But God did something cool. He blinded the entire Aram army. Then God showed Elisha's servant there was a whole army of angels surrounding the army of Aram that were there to protect Elisha. So the army is blind, and Elisha decides he's going to walk out there and face his enemy and ask him who he's looking for. We are looking for Elisha. Then Elisha was like, he's not here, but let me take you to him. Then Elisha led the Aramean army into Samaria, Israel's hometown, where they were surrounded by the Israelite army. God then opened up the eyes of the Aramean army, and I'm sure they freaked out. The king of Israel asked Elisha, "What should we do? Should we kill him?" But Elisha said, "No, give him water, feed him dinner, and then send him home." Elisha had the opportunity to get even, but he didn't. When the king of Aram heard about Elisha's kindness, he stopped his invasion and made peace with Israel for several years. Elisha, being a peacemaker, caused the king of Aram to settle down and become a man of peace himself. If Elisha would have exacted his revenge, if he would have gotten his revenge on the king of Aram, it would have just made the bloodshed between the two countries even worse. That being said, I'm going to make peace with nature.
I searched around desperately, trying to find some snakes that I could make peace with. Then I happened upon them.
Oh, look, I finally found you guys. Ooh, you're an angry one. You must be the daddy, and you must be the mommy. And you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you little babies. Okay. Hi.
Right then, I knew I was in trouble, and I felt the attack come from behind.
I've been bit!
Join us next week on Jason vs. Wild to see how Jason reacts to his close encounter with nature.
Why?